Rugby fans in the Wellington region have been dealt a woeful season by their two domestic sides, both finishing well down in their domestic competitions. Ironically though, as their seasons both come to a close, they will face each other in this one-off What If special request match here on Cornflakes Crib. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the one-off What If series where you request what you want to see out there on the rugby field and I can make it happen for you, just like today's request for Braden Gardine. Thank you for your request. He wanted to see the Hurricanes up against the Wellington Lions and picked both 15s for both teams as well. So here is the Hurricanes, a team we will be playing as today. Of course, finishing 4th in the New Zealand Conference in the Super Rugby this season, but boasts such a fantastic team of talent. When you look through all these names here, there are All Blacks dotted throughout this team, and it's a wonder how they can struggle so much in the competition with an All Black 9-10 combination, 2 All Blacks in their front row, a second row of thrush in the All Blacks as well, players up-and-coming superstars like Ardie Savea and the ever-present Victor Vito. What can you complain about that? In the back line, when you have All Black wingers Savea and Corey Jane, what more could you wish for? But then you look at the inside and the centres, where you have none other than Conrad Smith waiting in the wings. How do the Hurricanes do so badly in these competitions? It is a mystery to everyone, especially all involved in this franchise. The Lions, well, what has gone wrong with the Lions in 2014? Possibly the worst season by a big super union playing in the ITM Cup. They have finished dead last in the ITM Cup Premiership, and once again you look at these names and there are some huge talents, some big name players, the likes of Schwalger, Matu'u in the front row. Then it's Reddish, a Super Rugby regular. The back row, Filippo, Hill and Shields. Of course, Filippo usually second row, but still a top-class player. Into the backs is Ripia, who is a journeyman. He knows what it's all about. Treeby and Peliasuma, relative unknowns. Treeby's been round the traps, but still, you'd expect a bit more consistency. It's to the wings where we see some real X-Factor talent with Proctor and Curtis, but how do they struggle to finish their plays? And of course Woodward at the back, a Super Rugby sensation in Australia, back here in New Zealand, and the Lions have failed to spark with him in the number 15 jumper. Both sides' form heading into today is a bit shaky. The Lions, 1 match and 1 loss. It is the Hurricanes with a total of 4 wins and 2 losses. We are underway. It is the Hurricanes playing in the yellow strips and the Lions that are in the dark coloured. And away we go with the first break from Dane Coles. He's found it to Jane, and Jane steps in. Woodward finds thrush and support. Here's Tumunga Allen, and that's a good first bust away from the Hurricanes. Which of these two Wellington franchises will finish their seasons on a high? Here's Marshall. Oh, massive shot on James Marshall as he slides through. And now it's Wellington with the ball. And a kick downfield has found some space. And the Hurricanes are letting it run. Oh, Savea turns and runs straight at Reddish, who makes a good tackle. Now they go back to Marshall, who's going to kick this downfield for the Hurricanes. And Woodward to the back for the Lions. He returns the kick. Crossfield, trying to put pressure, but it's found Victor Vito. And here's a man with no need to introduce how quick he is. He's over halfway. The chase comes from Curtis, but they won't catch Vito. What a start here. The big number 8, steaming downfield. Of course, so much express talent from Sevens Rugby. He showed its full extent right there. Victor Vito, opening try, Hurricanes. Strike first. What a run from the big man. Wow, you look at Ambrose Curtis giving chase. He is no slouch. He is quick, but he could not catch the big number 8. What a start for the Hurricanes. I thought Corey Jane might have been caught into action there, but no way. Vito needed no support at all. A poor kick from Woodward that started it all for the Hurricanes. And what a start it is. One of these two sides will end their season on a good note. Which will it be? The Hurricanes off to a better start here after 10 minutes. They lead by 5. And it will be Beauden Barrett to have the kicking duties. Oh, that's a shocker to get him underway. He swings it wide to the right-hand side, and it is conversion missed from Beauden Barrett. And some further Wellington woes onto this match. Missed conversion. World-class player is Beauden Barrett, but he still is human. Rugby gets his back underway, and it goes down to Conrad Smith, who's hammered, and his pass goes forward. Barrett! Oh, that could have been interesting. Forward pass picked up from Barrett, and he was gone. He was gone. There was, oh, beautifully picked up too.
Crouch.
But it is a chance for the Lions here on the 22.
Sit.
Frey Wilson will feed the scrum. And the Lions will be hoping to get some ball. The Hurricanes pack stacked full of All Blacks. But the Lions holding their own. Wilson gives to Ripia. Oh, and a big one-on-one first up tackle.
Release.
Takes Willie Ripia to the ground. Back for Shields. Oh, he changes his mind. Gives it to Piliasuma. Puts in a huge bomb. It falls down for Vito. And once again, the man in the action, Victor Vito, calls a mark. And he will gratefully allow Marshall to clear some pressure. And right in centre field has no intention of kicking it out. He gives it straight to Woodward, who pops it inside for Proctor. But Franks, of all people, has intercepted. Perinara, Broadhurst, nice numbers game, finds a space for Jane. He looks to break through, but he gets taken down. Great tackle from Wilson. Ball sits back here for Thrush. Big pass, Barrett stretches forward, another one, Broadhurst. Conrad Smith to Artie Savia. Here's a big man who can run. They're full of them here, the Hurricanes. Squirts it out the bag looking for his brother. But Julian can't wheel that one in. And it goes into touch. What a break. Savia, definitely a name to fear. Julian, Artie, both prodigious talents. Here's a line out. Thrush steals it at the front with two. Misses up his line. And away come the Hurricanes. Through Marshall. Breaking again through the defence. Taken down in the end from Curtis, but it's still recycled. Back for Perinara. Conrad Smith. He's still got Jane. Goes to Jane now. Oh, what a step. Corey Jane. Beautiful work to get around Hill. And Jane gets try number 2. The Hurricanes double their lead. And the Lions are looking lost. What a start. What a piece of composure from Conrad Smith and Corey Jane. Two of the most experienced campaigners in this team. And they combine beautifully. Look at the step here from Jane. Oh, leaves Hill for dust. The open side, and no chance for the Lions. And just a taste of what Corey Jane can offer. Where have we seen this from the Hurricanes? Not very often this year, that's for sure. Barrett again. We'll have kick number 2. He's got a bit of a wind against him. How he'll cope with that will be interesting. Here it comes. It looks straight. The wind get it, sit, but it's held its line. It's a good kick from Barrett. He makes up for that early indiscretion, and it's 12-0, the Hurricanes over the Lions. Well, the Wellington Lions need to find something here. They need to get some ball first off, but they keep kicking it deep. And Banks finds Artie Savia once again, and he flies straight through. Barrett's got numbers. Conrad Smith back up for Jane. Oh, the two combined. Brilliant work from Smith and Jane. And it's try number 3 for the Hurricanes. That is sublime skill. Conrad Smith, world class. Corey Jane benefits from his outside centre for the second time in consecutive plays. What a move from Conrad Smith. Was he in touch? The question won't need to be asked. The try has been awarded, but boy, that was tight. Once again, it was Ambrose Curtis who got a bit stuck off his wing there. Across come Wilson to try and help out, but there was just too many numbers. It was a beautifully worked try. The numbers, the speed, the hands, the skill was right out of the top drawer. And the Hurricanes are blowing this one away. Excuse the pun. And Beauden Barrett, well, might have thought he was a bit concerned with his first miss, but his team has backed him up, scoring another couple of tries since. And the confidence is steaming from them now. Right in front, no mistake. 33 gone. It is a bit of a hammering at the moment. It's 19-0. The Wellington Hurricanes over the Wellington Lions. Wow, these Lions boys have not seen much ball at all. All they've got to do here is kick off, as Rugby does once again, and Adi Savia, who has been an absolute colossus tonight, gets the ball to Broadhurst. Back to Julian Savia. He hasn't even got going yet, and it's trouble for the Lions again. He goes to ground, and it might be ball here for the Lions. It is. Schwalger, scrum half, fires it out wide, and eventually finds Treby, who just about gets away from Conrad Smith, but a beautiful turnover. Gets the ball to Jane. Oh! And Curtis gets some well-earned revenge on Corey Jane. Here's Perinara to Barrett. Oh, Barrett's through now. He's going to look for the corner, but it's gone up in the air, and it's out on the forward. Won't matter, because it is half-time. We will head to the break with the Hurricanes leading this one in dominant fashion, 19-0 over their ITM Cup sidekicks, the Wellington Lions. Well, a little bit of lesson has been shown here just how good the Hurricanes can be on any given day. Look at that possession stakes, 84% to 16. That is clear domination right there. Territory's been a fair bit even more than possession though. 43 only for the Hurricanes, mainly due to receiving kickoffs and then running them straight back. Handling errors 6-0, but I guess for the Lions, when you only got 16% of the ball, there's not much really to drop. The line breaks 8-zip. Once again, 16% of the ball for the Lions. You cannot break too many lines when you don't have much to throw around. 32 tackles to 6 just further tells the story of how one-sided this is. The Wellington Lions getting a lesson here by big brother the Hurricanes. 19-0 at half-time here at the Cape Tin. We will get back down to the second half of this one-off what-if requested match, with the Hurricanes leading 19-0 over the Lions. James Marshall will get us back underway, giving Barrett a bit of a break from the kicking duties. The rigours of the kicking off as Marshall goes left side and he goes deep and long down into the Lions territory. Oh, and Woodward is hammered, but he somehow fed that off and it's beautifully opened up for the Lions. They've got a ball back as Rupia kicks downfield, but it's easily dealt with there for Jane, who turns and attacks instantly, swings through one tackle, but gets held up nicely. The Lions stop him in his tracks. Broadhurst on hand to play scrum half, finds Marshall. Dane Coles, oh, beautiful hands from Coles. He's got it to Vito, opens it to Barrett. There's numbers, and big numbers with big men like Savia. But he's taken just short. Good defence from the Lions, hanging on. Perinara, Lavave, he's going to know he's not, he's past it. Unbelievable, Conrad Smith. No, he's short too. What was Lavave thinking? He was just metres away. Vito to Jane. There it will be. Try number 4. Corey Jane has got a hat-trick. A try that should have been scored a little bit sooner than that. It's just a taste once again of what the Hurricanes can mess up on any given day as well. That could have been the match winner. In the end, it was some experienced work from Victor Vito that got Corey Jane over in the corner. How did Conrad Smith not get that down? Great defensive tackle. But in the end, a desperate tackle from Jason Woodward could not stop Jane. It was quite a hammer too. Not enough in the end. Jane gets 3. And the Hurricanes extend their lead out by another 5. 24-0. Barrett now with the breeze at his back just to confuse things for him. Strikes it nicely, uses the wind to good effect, and sinks another 2. The Hurricanes are doing it easy now. It's 26-0. Hurricanes over the Lions. And back to halfway for Willie Repier to kick off once again. To the left side he goes, and up goes Jane, and just easily takes that one away from the Lions. And ball back to the Hurricanes. Conrad Smith goes himself, short side run, kicks over the head of Woodward. Now there's a chase on with Shields. It's Shields and Conrad Smith. They let it bounce. Oh, what a mistake that was. Shields has got the pass from Proctor. And the Hurricanes are on him very quickly. Woodward knocks on, and the ball squirts free for the Lions, but it will come back. Knock on from Jason Woodward, trying to clear the ball from his own goal line. Not much to do there for him.
Crouch.
The Hurricanes were happy to let that one play out for a scrum.
Set.
A little test of their set piece here. What have they got to offer? Just 5 out. Should be easy scrum ball. There it is. And Vito will run it himself. Oh, big high tackle on Vito. Oh, that was nasty from Woodward. Wow, he's taken Vito down. And a massive ball of heap of number 8.
Set.
And the Hurricanes have opted for yet another scrum. Does Vito want another piece of Woodward, or vice versa even? Another steady scrum. The Hurricanes holding their own once again. Vito does it again, but this time it's Repier. Takes him down legally, and the Lions have got it back. Piliasuma can't get it away, and is back through the line. Reddish pops it infield. And eventually they go to ground. Wilson runs it out. Piliasuma, nice pass. But turnover from Vito. Again, it's 2-on-1. Oh, Sevilla gets the ball. Big shot. Huge tackle from Woodward. He saved another try. He's been brilliant tonight. Piliasuma again. Finds it for Shields. Shields looks at numbers. Here we go for Wellington, the Lions. Outside, Rapier's been hammered. And Schwalger eventually goes to ground. The Lions looking desperate. They're finding spaces here in the Hurricanes' defence. But Lavave intercepts. Tumang around and goes back to Savia. Vito drops the ball and is picked up by Piliasuma once again, who's been involved very well recently. As away they come. Look at this break from Treby. Beckham fell to Shields. Shields has been involved quite a lot. He breaks down on the 22. Release. Hurricanes all over the ball. Surely a turnover, and it will be. Back it goes. Lavave finds Marshall. Oh, hammered, but he's got it to Smith. Here we go again. Smith out to Jane. Foot race. That's Ambrose on Jane, but too much. Way too much speed. And Corey Jane will trot away. Number 4. He is unstoppable tonight. A brilliant try to finish off there. There was a real fight back there from the Lions. But in the end, they just could not find that finishing touch. The Hurricanes hit them back very quickly. The replay does not do those last few minutes justice at all. The Lions were heavy in attack. Boy, they look good too. Beautiful support. But in the end, the Hurricanes just had enough back, turn it over, and quickly as you like, turned a counter-attack on the Lions and scorched away another try. Once again, look at the culprits. Conrad Smith, Corey Jane, bing bang, try time. The Lions possibly could have concentrated too much on one Julian Savia today. It's cost them because Corey Jane has run rampant. And Barrett nails another kick. 33-0. The Hurricanes over the Lions. Well, they definitely improved. Have the Lions. Piliasuma's coming to the match quite nicely, as has Treby. But they just could not finish things off as A good intercept from Reddish.
Release.
But the support is lacking again, and the Hurricanes get it back. Perenara to Marshall. Marshall slices and dices straight through the middle. Big pass for Smith, and a good tackle. Chops him down just short of halfway. Hurricane support comes thick and fast, and will just be enough. And now they look to come left side, and there is Marshall! Marshall's through! Here's a race for you! It's Proctor or Marshall! Proctor! Marshall for the corner! He's going to! No! What a fantastic finish! The Lions not giving up till the bitter end, and they have saved themselves another try, but in the end, it's another embarrassing loss for a Wellington side. The positives, though, is it is a resounding victory for another Wellington side. The Hurricanes destroying the Lions from the ITM Cup. Wellington versus Wellington. But the Super Rugby was too much for the ITM Cup. A full wrap of the scores now. 33-0. What a finish that was. Proctor up in the corner, saving a try. Boy, that was fantastic to watch. A great second half. The Lions just could not give themselves any points, which is of little reward to them. In the end, they now have 2 losses, but we'll cover that soon. The try scorers, Vito with 1 and Corey Jane. A machine today. Nothing less you can say about it. 4 tries out of the 5. An absolute monster in this fixture. Bonan Barrett, good with the boots. Had a little bit of work to do with ball in hand as well. He had a good all-round match, 4 from 5 from the tee, and a pleasing match for the Hurricanes. As for the Lions, well, no surprises. 33-0, they've been hammered, and no point scorers on offer today. The possession stakes didn't change a hell of a lot. 82% it finished up, 18 only for the Lions. Territory did change a bit. The Hurricanes getting a bit more, 54%, as a result of Wellington Lions' defence improving somewhat in the second half. Made the Hurricanes play out on the line a little bit more. The goal line was defended a bit better, and it resulted in quite an entertaining second half. Handling errors were very high, 12-1. The Hurricanes won't be pleased with how that one panned out, but the Lions did a lot of tackles, and there'll be some tired bodies after this match. 57-26. A big amount of tackles from these two sides. That is my time done and dusted for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's match, and thank you for the requests as well, Braden. Hope you enjoyed the fixture. The Hurricanes and the Lions, as requested. For one-off what of 33-0. Remember, if you have a request of your own, leave it in the comments below. Leave it with me on Twitter or any other avenues where you may find me. I am just about everywhere. So do that, check it out, and I'll see you all next time for plenty more rugby action. Until then, take care.